You are listening to The Andrew and Troy Show.
Andrew, joining us on the phone right now is comedian Miles Allen, who is bringing his one-man Breaking Bad show to the Sydney Comedy Festival. Miles, how are you?
Yeah, Mr. White. Yeah,
I'll take that as good.
Very good.
Welcome to the show and welcome to Sydney. And how are you enjoying our fine country?
Well, other than the monsoon that tried to kill me when I landed, it is a very, very beautiful town. I love it.
Nice.
I've loved visiting, where was it? Circle Quay, where Sydney Opera House was. Of course, got to do the touristy things. And, the people here are really nice, too.
Of course we are.
Awesome.
Of course we are. Now let's talk about your show. What gave you the idea to come up with this parody of Breaking Bad?
Well, so the idea originated. So let's wind the clocks back. So it was September 2013. I'm sitting in my living room with my friends, and we just got done watching the second to last episode of Breaking Bad, and I was doing the impressions of the characters. I've always done impressions of a lot of different characters and whatnot, and so I was doing the impressions for them, and they're absolutely loving it. And my friend Brian speaks up. So I've been growing out at this time. I've been growing out a very huge beard, and I looked very scraggly, and so he looked at me. He's like, "Mom, your impressions are great, but you just look so much like a homeless guy right now." So he's like, "What if we dressed you up as a homeless guy and put you on the side of the road and had you do impressions for money or something?" I was like, "Well, that sounds like an entirely stupid idea. Let's do it." And we shot it the next day, and I thought it'd be funny that something that our friends would find amusing, and they uploaded it to YouTube, and I guess the rest is history. It went viral. Get over 1 million views in less than a month, and then I basically out of that realized, okay, people love my impressions. I love Breaking Bad. How can I put these two passions together? And so that is where One Man Breaking Bad came out of. And then I got connected with these producers from Australia, Matthew Hardy and James Young. Mm-hmm. They brought me out in last April to Melbourne. Performed it in Melbourne, 18 shows. It was sold out run all the way through.
Wow.
And then since then has just been a snowball of momentum.
Do the fans of Breaking Bad like your show?
Oh, they love it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a show without them. Yeah.
Good point.
The Breaking Baddicts have come out and have really shown a lot of love and support for the show.
Yeah.
On social media, and just even just waiting after the show and coming up to me and just saying, thank you. This is a really great way to spend my my day, my evening. And some people have they've said that because a lot of people, I think, especially kind of in my generation, don't go to the theater that much. So a lot of them are saying, "Oh yeah, this is like the first time I've been to the theater in a while. This is absolutely great and wonderful." So it's cool. It's cool getting to kind of see something that's sparking the next generation to go to the theater.
Yeah. Now, character work is hard, especially multiple characters. How do you prepare yourself to do all the characters?
Well, see, I've been talking myself in voices since I was 13. So, yeah.
I know the feeling well.
Yeah. This is just stuff I did in my room because I didn't have any friends, and now now I'm doing it on stage, and people are paying to come and see it. So it's just sort of, it's kind of surreal. But obviously, I do over 40 characters in the show. It's not just Breaking Bad characters. There's Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Back to the Future, a whole slew of them.
Do you ever just sit there and talk to yourself in multiple different characters?
Oh, all the time. All the time.
It's entertaining.
I know that sounds so weird, but for me,
Listen, I totally understand. Listeners here of our show know that the plethora of characters that I bring, the puppet characters that I bring to our show. So I totally relate. In fact, I used to, one of my exes who used to piss me off when the lights were off and we were in bed, I used to just talk in multiple characters just to annoy him.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. So that's reminiscent of. So when I was growing up, I did these voices in my room. My mom would legitimately say, "Miles, turn off the television." I'm like, "The television isn't on, Mom."
Mine just told me to turn the crazy down. Yeah.
It was awesome, and that's sort of when I realized I had a knack for it. And then so it just kind of separating characters, and I've done a lot of voiceover stuff as well. Has always been kind of something I love doing. I love talking to myself, and not only that, it's just I guess for prepping for doing over like 40 characters in 1 hour when it's just you. You definitely got to protect your voice and do proper vocal warm-ups before every show. That's kind of, I guess, it's kind of the boring part of it, but necessary.
Yeah. Have the creators of Breaking Bad contacted you about your, title unauthorized parody of this show?
Well, I haven't had any contact from Vince Gilligan, but actually Bob Odenkirk, the guy who plays Saul Goodman,
right?
It knows about my show and is actually he reached out to my manager and said that he wants to come see my show when I premiere in Los Angeles in June. So that would be amazing. It would be almost a dream come true.
That'd be huge.
Bob Odenkirk, he has a background in I mean, he started in comedy, so it would be so cool to get his input on my show. I would love that. So that's exciting.
Beautiful. All right, now plug your show. Where can people see it in Sydney and get tickets?
Yes. Well, they can get tickets on the comedy website or onemanbreakingbad.com. I'm performing at the Seymour Center at the Reginald Theater, and I'd love to see you out at the meth lab, yo.
Beautiful. Miles, Alan, thank you so much for joining us here on the Andrew and Troy Show.
Oh, thank you for having me. You guys have a great day.
The Andrew and Troy Show on OX Gold.
We're going to be driving you home.